Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition.
And off we go from Denver. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And oh, right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Gets by him at the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to be out up around the 40 there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, good move. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 6-0 our score after 1. On first down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 4 yards remain for second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
Previously the understudy to Noah Fant, Albert Okwuegbunam finally gets his shot at the starting job in his 3rd season in the NFL. Plenty of us remember 4.49 40-yard dash in the 2020 Combine, so we know he's an athlete and can really stretch the field if they use him right in this offense. I'd say that play right there is a nice illustration of what to expect.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the counter, here's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The kick by Gold is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with John.
Over 3rd quarter, ready to go.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially touchdown
for the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing again here, Wilson. The 5-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. There's Wilson to throw. Open. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on third down.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Another run with Mitchell.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeout to play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Give running right is Mitchell.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
Now Wilson.
His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement.
The team that just got vanquished.